If you need to convert an image to 300 DPI in Photoshop, the key is knowing that there are actually two different workflows, and choosing the right one can save you from ruining your image quality. In this video, I'll walk you through both methods step by step, so whether you want to prepare a file for print or resize it for a specific print dimension, you'll know exactly what to do. If this tutorial helps, please hit like and subscribe for more easy Photoshop guides. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your image in Photoshop. Once the file is open, go to the top menu bar and click Image. Then choose Image Size. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl+Alt+I on Windows, or Command+Option+I on Mac. This opens the main window where you can control the size, resolution, and resampling settings for your image. Now here comes the most important part of the process. At the bottom of the Image Size window, look for the Resample checkbox. This tiny checkbox determines whether Photoshop is only changing the print resolution or actually creating and removing pixels. That makes a huge difference, so pay close attention here. If you want to convert an image to 300 DPI without changing the original quality or pixel dimensions, use the no-resampling method. This is the safest option when you already have enough pixels and you just want the file to print at a higher quality setting. To do this, simply uncheck the resample box. Once resample is turned off, Photoshop will lock the total pixel count, which means it will not invent any new pixels or throw any away. After unchecking resample, go to the resolution box and change the value to 300. Make sure the measurement is set to pixels per inch, not pixels per centimeter. When you enter 300, you'll notice that the width and height in inches automatically change. That is completely normal. Photoshop is not altering your image quality here. It is simply packing the same pixels into a tighter print space, which helps the final print look sharper. This method is ideal if your image already has enough resolution for the print size you need. It is often the best choice when you are preparing files for printing and you want to preserve the original detail exactly as it is. Now let's look at the second workflow, which is resampling to 300 DPI. You should use this method if you need the image to stay at a specific physical print size, like an 8x10, and the current image does not have enough pixels to reach that size at 300 DPI. In this case, Photoshop has to generate additional pixels, so you will need to leave resample turned on. Check the resample box, and then make sure the link icon between width and height is active. This keeps the image proportions locked so your photo doesn't stretch or distort. Next, change the resolution box to 300. Because resample is enabled, Photoshop now knows it needs to adjust the actual pixel dimensions to meet that print resolution. Before clicking OK, look at the resample drop-down menu. By default, it may say automatic, but for better results, change it to Preserve Details 2.0. This is Photoshop's more advanced upscaling method, and it helps reduce blur, jagged edges, and that soft pixelated look that can happen when enlarging images. It's especially useful when you need a cleaner result for print work. Once you've chosen the right resampling method, double-check that your resolution unit still reads pixels per inch. That step is easy to overlook, but it matters because you want the file set up correctly for print standards. When everything looks good, click OK to apply the changes. After that, don't forget to save the file properly. Go to File, then choose Save a Copy. Saving a copy is a smart move because it keeps your original file untouched while creating a new version with the updated 300 DPI settings. For the best print results, save it as a high-quality JPEG or TIFF depending on your needs. TIFF is often preferred for maximum print quality, while JPEG can work well if you need a smaller file size. And that's how to convert to 300 DPI in Photoshop the right way. The biggest thing to remember is this: if you want to preserve image quality, turn resample off. If you need Photoshop to enlarge the image to match a specific print size, turn resample on and use Preserve Details 2.0. Once you understand that difference, the whole process becomes much easier. If this video helped you out, please give it a like, subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.